Growing up with a dad who is a narcissist presents a unique set of challenges that significantly shape a child's self-perception, worldview, and relationship patterns, making them more prone to issues such as low self-esteem, anxiety, and difficulties in forming healthy relationships. Narcissistic fathers have an inflated sense of self-importance and an insatiable need to always be right. This creates a one-sided relationship where the child's needs and feelings are often overlooked. What's more, these fathers lack empathy, which is a crucial element in nurturing a child's emotional development. This emotional deficiency can escalate into abusive behavior, leaving deep psychological scars on the child. A narcissistic father's disregard for others and their obsessive need for control creates a chaotic and unstable family environment. The unpredictability leaves children feeling anxious and insecure, affecting their emotional well-being and growth. Understanding and acknowledging these challenging dynamics is the first step towards healing and finding ways to cope with the impact of being raised by a narcissist dad. The behavior and characteristics of a dad who is a narcissist can significantly impact his children's emotional, psychological, and even physical well-being. A child raised by a narcissist dad often grows up in an atmosphere of insecurity. The constant need to please their dad and the fear of triggering his anger or disapproval leaves them feeling perpetually on edge. As a result, they often develop an anxious attachment style, always seeking validation and fearing rejection. The lack of empathy, constant criticism, and emotional manipulation from a narcissistic father inevitably severely affect a child's self-esteem. The child comes to believe that they are not good enough, leading to self-doubt and feelings of worthlessness that can persist into adulthood. Children of narcissistic fathers often find it challenging to establish and maintain healthy relationships later in life. The dysfunctional relationship with their father skews their understanding of what a normal relationship should look like. They might either become overly submissive or develop narcissistic tendencies themselves. Exposure to a narcissistic father's abusive and manipulative behavior can lead to various mental health problems in children, including anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and other forms of emotional trauma. In a narcissistic household, children often suppress their own needs, feelings, and desires to cater to their father's ego. This hinders their ability to develop a strong sense of self, leading to identity issues and confusion about their own values and beliefs. The damage to the child's psyche is profound and long-lasting, shaping their perceptions and interactions with the world around them. A common result of having a narcissist dad is the perpetual quest for approval or validation. Narcissistic fathers demand constant admiration and attention, conditioning their children to seek external validation. This can lead to a dependency on others' approval for self-worth, causing difficulties in establishing an independent sense of self. Children of narcissistic fathers grow up feeling that they are living in their dad's shadow, struggling to develop their unique identities. A narcissist dad will project his own desires and aspirations onto his children, leaving little room for the child's individual interests and goals. Consequently, these children struggle to distinguish their genuine preferences from those imposed by their father. The child internalizes the constant criticism and lack of empathy they receive from their father, believing that they are not good enough as they are. Over time, this can result in a distorted self-image, with the child seeing themselves through the lens of their father's criticism. As a result, these children grow up with a skewed understanding of their abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. They may either underestimate their capabilities due to constant belittling or overestimate them as a defense mechanism against their father's criticism. Living in the shadow of a narcissistic father can leave profound marks on your identity. However, it's essential to remember that you have the power to break free from this influence and reclaim your true self. The first step towards healing is recognizing and validating your emotions. It's entirely normal to feel a wide range of emotions, including anger, sadness, confusion, and even relief. These feelings are a natural response to the complex dynamics of growing up with a narcissistic parent. Rather than suppressing these emotions, allow yourself the space to experience and express them fully. Journaling or creative expression can be beneficial outlets for these emotions. Therapy can provide invaluable support in navigating the complex emotions and experiences associated with having a narcissistic parent. Mental health professionals can offer insight into your experiences, providing coping strategies and therapeutic interventions to heal emotional wounds. They can also help you understand the patterns of narcissistic behavior and how they've impacted your life. Boundaries are crucial when dealing with a narcissistic parent. These can range from physical boundaries, like limiting contact, to emotional boundaries, such as refusing to engage in guilt-tripping or manipulative conversations. Remember, it's not only acceptable but necessary to prioritize your mental health and well-being over maintaining a relationship that causes harm. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness, acknowledging your suffering without judgment, and realizing that you're not alone in your experiences. Regularly practicing self-love and self-care can help you heal. This might involve activities that nourish your body, mind, and spirit, such as yoga, meditation, reading, or spending time in nature. Finally, start exploring who you are, outside of your relationship with your father. This could involve experimenting with new hobbies, pursuing passions that were discouraged or ignored in your childhood, or spending time with supportive friends who appreciate and value you. Over time, you'll begin to uncover your authentic self, separate from the identity shaped by your narcissistic parent. Breaking free from the influence of a narcissist dad isn't easy, but it's definitely possible. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to prioritize your well-being. You are absolutely not defined by your father's narcissism. You are your own person, capable of growth, change, and forging your path. Breaking free and finding your identity is a journey that takes time and patience. Be gentle with yourself throughout this process, and celebrate each step you take towards reclaiming your true self. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.